All right, here we are at the last day of Transform. Really excited to introduce both Christopher and JD from some partners here that we're going to learn about why they partnered and what's going on and how the benefits have been for you so far. JD?
Hello, my name is JD Nomdedeu. I'm Managing Director of Global Operations at HR Certification Institute, HRCI. HRCI has been the gold standard in certification for HR generalists over 50 years. We have presence in over 125 countries, and we have certified over the last 50 years over 500,000 people. We offer certifications for every stage of your career in HR, 4 in the United States and another 4 for global practitioners.
Thanks, JD. I'm Chris Danks. I'm the CEO and founder of the Leadership Collective. And for the last 10 years, we've been internationally. We're now not in quite as many countries, 86 countries across the globe. And we're focused on helping organizations to figure out which countries they want to expand into, help them deliver the infrastructure they need to expand those countries, and then ultimately help them to hire the talent on a global basis when they're looking to expand.
I understand what the benefits of collaborating here is. It's clear to me, but I'd like to hear, how did this come to pass? How do you decide to partner? And was it at the same time you decided to have the shared exhibition space, if you will? Maybe you can tell me a little history of how this came to be.
Almost 2 years ago, Chris and I connected, and the immediate synergy that we found was with our global community. HRCI has the Global Professional Human Resources, the GPHR certification. It's a global community for practitioners that have to operate in HR across different countries. And we're always looking for how to better serve that community, particularly the global community that is all over the place and that sometimes is difficult to reach. We live in times that things are changing very quickly, and at times we're not able to provide them with the content that they need right away to make sure that they're up to speed. In conversations with Chris, they were about to do something with roundtables, particularly for HR professionals at the global level. So the Leadership Collective provided something that HRCI was interested in that we were not going to immediately cover ourselves, but we saw that opportunity to collaborate. So we started doing that by offering our GPHR certified individuals to participate in the roundtables, to have a conversation, to hear from other colleagues who were maybe not certified, and they could also share their experience as they became a GPHR certified. So that was the beginning. And we did that for about a year. We did several things. After that, it was the webinars that we did together. Every Thursday, HRCI offers the Alchemizing HR webinars. We talk about current topics in HR. And again, the global connection was through the Leadership Collective, providing that component of global practitioners that we were not able to offer ourselves. So that was the next step. And then a few months ago, we told them, hey, we're going to be at Transform. And we know that there's going to be a component of global that we're not going to be able to cover ourselves. Once again, here's an opportunity. So we have been advancing together over the last couple of years, hand in hand, side by side. So that synergy has always existed. I'm curious to see how Chris is from his point of view.
Yeah, that's fine. I think you covered a lot there, JD, but I would say that there's a lot of synergy between what HRCI are trying to do and what we're trying to do, which is to really help enhance the careers of HR professionals and HR leaders across the globe as individuals, but also as organizations, and help them provide the expertise, the tools, and in HRCI's case, the learning to really help them develop as individuals and as organizations. As JD mentioned, a year and a half ago, we started to look at ways ourselves at that time to provide content to those communities that most global recruiting and international expansion companies don't necessarily do, where it's more about educating the audience on some of the challenges they may face rather than just relying on finding information, finding how to qualify the partners they need in order to facilitate the needs of their own business. Because we're on a very similar path, we got together, as JD said, over a year ago now when it comes to the content side, but we also have really developed that into a partnership where HRCI focus on the learning and we focus on supporting HR professionals and leaders in other capacities that we're specialists in, such as the global recruiting and the international expansion expertise that we have.
It's really interesting to hear how this came to be now that we're here. By the way, one of your partners, I think, Jordan over at Deal, said, you need to go meet these people because they're doing what you're talking about. I'm like, awesome, let's capture that. Just wanted to let you know, partnerships works, right? So here you are. We're wrapping up the second full day of the exhibition. And curious, did you get a feel for some tangible benefits of being next to each other and co-marketing, I'll just say? How's that?
Without a doubt, it was the first opportunity for our teams to get together in person, to really feel that the synergies that we were seeing online, collaborating over the last few months, was also something that we had a personal feeling working together. Also the opportunity to expand on conversations that we had.
Special thanks to our subscribing corporate members who provide the primary funding that powers our community platform and empowers our mission.